Right there. Right there. I'm the only one that's going to do this because I'm the best. Okay, this is what happens when you are dishonest and you're rushing a production. You got to get the shit out the door to make as much money as you can, as quickly as you can. You make mistakes, all right? She is angry, pissed off, and she's looking at this man that we're supposed to believe she's madly in love with, and she's married the man of her dreams, and her whole life is changing, and this is all real and legit. I mean, it ain't real for starters, right? Even if they are married on paper, they don't love each other. This is all horse shit. The latest piece of dishonest garbage published by the creature was done so yesterday, November 8, 2022, and I'm reacting to it November 9, 2022. It is entitled Couple Vlogging at Kuwait Towers, and they are not really a couple. And the thumbnails say Kuwait Towers, and she's going to go into one of them towers. I think it's that one, which is in the thumbnail. It's a tourist spot, and there ain't nobody in it. There's not even anybody who is running the snack counter. And the rest of the footage is, from a fast-moving car, which has nobody anywhere. It's just spooky and weird and dishonest garbage. And it's 12 minutes long, and you're going to get it all here. So let's just do it! Turning that music off. Chantel has no taste for anything. Alright, here's more fast-moving footage shot from a car with, nobody around. That's her speeding it up, not me. I can't believe how bad this material is. I'm just freestyling, talking over top of it. She's gonna stop it, and then she's gonna talk about McDonald's, and she's gonna say, "Well, there's always a McDonald's somewhere in the world." Oh, such wisdom, Chantel. This is terrible, and she's speeding it up. Okay, the creature's about to talk.
There's always a McDonald's somewhere in the world.
Thank you so much for your wisdom there, Chantel. Now there's a few seconds of unremarkable footage, and then I'm going to show you why I'm the king of Chantel reaction channels. The king! Right there! Right there! I'm the only one that's going to do this, because I'm the best. Okay, this is what happens when you are dishonest and you're rushing a production. You got to get the shit out the door to make as much money as you can, as quickly as you can. You make mistakes, alright? She is angry, pissed off, and she's looking at this man that we're supposed to believe she's madly in love with, and she's married the man of her dreams, and her whole life is changing, and this is all real and legit. I mean, it ain't real for starters, right? Even if they are married on paper, they don't love each other. This is all horse shit. And after getting some footage of Salah, my feeling is there's no judgment or nothing. Everybody do whatever you want to do. I feel he might be, LGBT person, and he needs to get out of Kuwait. And, good for him. I'm not judging or hating on him. It's too bad that he's stuck with this wildebeest, and she's exploiting him, and, he's paying her, and she's making money. It's all terrible. The thing is, a moment like this shows that it's all fake. And that I show that the thing with Nader and the ongoing fight was all fake, and, I do the best job, and my views are for shit. That's just the way things go. Please consider throwing me a tip with the thanks button. That's it. That is it. This is totally fake. These two are not in love. It's not for real. It's a business sort of thing. There you go. There's that 100% fake smile. Exposed by me. FBRC, the best reaction channel there is. I'm the only one that got the toddler told that the answer is no for something it wanted to do, which is calling the Adonis grocery store. You know that video that everybody knows? I got about 2,500 views out of it. Garbage views. And I did that. And she's still pissed off about that to this day. And she watches my channel. So, she's probably going to get a little bit smarter now and watch her edits so she's not caught, showing herself being miserable. It's just that here, on this channel, That's it. I mean, like, there she is, angry, and like there's nobody around. She's afraid to be shooting the footage, and she ain't madly in love with this guy. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit. The thing is, there she is turning on the fake smile. Where'd you get it from? Right here, FBRC, the best there is. All right, so let's yeah, I'll get the shit views out of this one too. So let's anyway, you guys at least appreciate it, and let's move on with this garbage.
Hello from Kuwait Towers.
Hey guys! Welcome to the Kuwait Towers, Kuwait landmark. So there are 3 towers. The thin one here is for electricity only. This one here holds up to 1.
Check how bored Salah looks, huh? I mean, this is not a man who is madly in love with his new bride, and this is not a honeymoon. Like I said, like, Chantel has been with Pete's, and my feeling is that BB was a roommate, given that Chantel lies all the time, and he was just going along with it because they were back then roommates. And I think Nader maybe did her once if he was, full of stimulants and hallucinogens. And Chantel has no experience, so she doesn't know how ridiculous this looks. This is not like a 38-year-old woman with her man on honeymoon. He's fed up, and he's just doing what he has to do for this contract here.
1 million gallons of water. So it's a water tank only. And this one is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go in this one here. And we're gonna go, there's a bunch of cafes, restaurants, touristy things. We can see all of Kuwait at the very top. Yalla.
Yalla, let's go.
Will the Beast has got that music playing again. So I don't want to, lose the 25 cents monetization I get from this. And she ain't talking. So, when they get onto that tower, which now they are, look, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. There ain't no boats. There ain't no people walking around. What is this? I mean, like, her beezers are so stupid. They ain't gonna ask these questions. This footage is just fucking weird. Kind of speaks for itself. Anyway, you gotta start talking.
Hey Beezers, so as you can see, it's very picturesque up here. You can, gorgeous views. So gorgeous.
There you go. He tried to keep his smile going for as long as he could. By the way, I mean, that there is the thumbnail. Here's the thumbnail. How do you like that? Look at all the talent I got here. All the work I do. I get shit views for everything. Oh, well, it's just the way it goes. Meanwhile, other channels, they just run clips. They just take the clips of Chantel, and then they run funny music in the background. And then they get like 20,000 views. Or at least 10,000 views, everything they do. I'll be lucky if I get 1,500 out of this. Oh, well. And my channel is so good, and we know that Chantel watches it, because she keeps talking about me on her channel every now and then, because I make her angry, because I don't do the bullshit of the other channels. That, we get this moment here to check that this is so totally fake, and Chantel is now probably going to say, oh, well, I got to be a little more careful on these edits and make sure that I cut while he's still smiling. That's it. This says it all. I mean, they are not in love. If they're married on paper, I mean, it's just all business. It's all bullshit. And, no, I don't believe, like, she's in danger from him. I mean, she's in danger of fucking up and shooting footage of the wrong place. That's why, there's never any people around. And, we were expecting she was going to go through the malls like she promised. Later on in this video, they're going to go get some fish for a meal. And you don't see anybody anywhere. Anyway, yeah, here the music's playing again. And then they're gonna talk for a moment here.
So right now, we are like 120 floors up. 120 floors. The elevator ride was quick, though. It was like a few seconds.
Thanks for telling us about the quick elevator ride, Chantel. Would you please tell us why there's never anybody around? What the? They're gonna talk.
It's moving here.
No, this is moving.
All moving. All this part is moving.
Yes?
Yes, all.
Is it not disgusting that wildebeest wearing the attire of that religion when she has no interest in it and she's an atheist and a hedonist? I mean, I'm not saying people have got to have a faith. It's just you can be a good person and not believe in anything. It's just that she don't believe in anything and she's a hedonist on top of it. And her life philosophy is, your happiness is not my responsibility. Isn't that nice? And the other half of her life philosophy is, too fucking bad for you. She just disgusts me, this fucking thing. Anyway, let's get back to them talking.
Yeah, it's moving slowly. So you can be able to see like around the circle. And here we have drinks and
nothing else. He's gonna finish saying they have drinks and some sweets. And not only is there nobody there, there's nobody there manning the counter. Or womaning the counter. There ain't nobody there. Like, what is it like over there? It's like, you just leave the money on the counter and walk away because everybody's afraid to get their arms cut off if they steal a candy bar there? There ain't nobody there. That don't make sense. That's a place of business. I mean, not only is there no people there, there's not even any staff there. Oh, what is this? I mean, there's something, this whole thing is like really fucked up. You know, Chantel's a liar. This ain't for real. This is a con job of some type. Over here, we call it for what it is.
some sweets. Caesar. There's ice cream, chocolates. There's popcorn also, honey.
That bit there is totally fake. Chantel has got the two of them calling each other honey. Well, that does not fix things. They're obviously not in love. So, you know, Chantel relies on stuff such as fake dialogue to try to sell it. It ain't a sale over here at this channel.
Flush.
Here, Chantel shot a bit of footage of the moving floor. It's like a revolving restaurant kind of thing. And she says in the bottom right with the caption, sped up ×2, LOL. That is another thing that irritates me about Chantel. She's one of those things that is always putting LOL at the tail end of everything, even if there's nothing funny about it.
It's moving very slowly around the towers.
There is nobody anywhere. There's nobody there by the beach. There's nobody where they are. There ain't nobody running a little pleasure boat on the water either. There's nobody in this. This is just creepy. You know, my feeling is she's in no danger from that guy. It's just that if she makes a mistake while in Kuwait, then she could be in trouble with the authorities there. There goes that pesky music again. It doesn't add anything to anything anyway, so, oh, look, she put a caption, more view. Thanks, Chantel. Yeah, we already just thought that footage. Oh, right there, where you saw him there, she just said, oh, hey, King Beezer. And here she's saying, oh, I'm having my lime slushy. Okay, good for her. So they did talk a wee bit, like next to nothing. Like there she's saying, oh, you can put money in there and you can look at the whole city. Well, she didn't put any money in. So, like, who cares? So the music is going gentle in the background. And somewhere along here, she says, where did our drinks go? I mean, that's not really all that funny. They're barely talking. If it was anything good, I would give it to you. There's actually a spot a little later on in this reaction where they said something good. So, I do risk it, you know, and I play the music and them talking at the same time. For the most part, there's no talking here. Boring, huh? I'm just freestyle talking over it. You know, get in on the fun if you want to. Leave a comment. Say, what is this shit? I mean, really, she's got so little to work with. And he was explaining there that there's, like, you know, shops over here in these buildings. And, you know, we haven't gotten any footage from these two of Chantel actually going to a store and you see other people. It's like everybody else disappeared or something. They're in a ghost town. It's like, it's a real bad vibe coming from this material from the wildebeest. So he says there's a shop here, there's a shop there. There's nothing going on. Alright, they're going to start talking again. Here we go.
Because in the summer it's so hot in Kuwait that you need somewhere air conditioned.
Before my shit talking gets started, I just wanted to note that this scene began with a very brief, abrupt edit. That's not from me. You're not missing anything. That's the way Chantel presented it. Anyway, look at him. He's like waiting for a chance to speak his lines. Chantel is starting with, oh, you need air conditioning. And then he moves in with his prepared piece saying, oh, we have air conditioners everywhere. I mean, it's so fake. It's so fake and easy to tell that it is.
Hang out. So you need a whole bunch of malls to hang out in.
Everywhere you will find the AC. In your car, in the work, in house, mall, shops, everywhere, there's AC. Without it, we will die. All.
How hot does it get in the summer? How many degrees?
Degrees, about Celsius, not Fahrenheit. It's more than 60.
60 Celsius.
Yeah. You can boil the eggs in the street. Yeah, just open the eggs.
The reaction that Chantel is providing to the prepared conversation is exaggerated and poor acting. You know, it's one thing to succeed with lies. I mean, she is no mastermind, like I always say. And she's a very bad actress.
On the street, it will boiling.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And there's a mini video test, they make it in the YouTube. You can figure out.
Wow. So, come here only in the winter for me, that's for sure. Honey?
Yes?
I think we should start a new life under the sea. What do you think?
Oh, why not? What a good idea.
Yalla.
Let's get started. And as you can see, there's a small park over there. There, okay.
Okay.
And this is the parking of Kuwait Towers. Those tall buildings is referred for the companies, malls, hospitals, banks, and many business requirements. That tower also, it's special here in Kuwait. We call it here Al-Tahrir Tower. Al-Tahrir Tower.
They look like two awkward strangers, and some of you have been saying he's a tour guide, which I don't know if it's true or not. It sure kind of feels like he's a tour guide. They sure don't look like a couple in love or newly married for real. Okay, now they're gonna go get some fish, and you don't see anybody else.
Some warm bread. Oh my gosh, that's warm.
Two dead fish. That's what their relationship feels like. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.
Oh, wow.
This fish grilled by oil and lemon.
And I can smell spices too.
Yes.
Ooh. Rice and tahina.
Mm-hmm.
Wow! Rice! That is what is carrying Chantel's channel right there. Rice. Because both of them are so afraid of just hanging around and showing other people. This is so spooky, this footage, that there isn't anybody else there. And, you know, they're in a heavily populated city, and we don't get anybody else. This content is real weird. Well, it's just dishonest garbage, and it's that way because that bitch is afraid of putting a foot wrong in Kuwait and getting in trouble with their authorities there.
Yummy.
A palm tree with a beach.
Yeah. cafe. Wow. Yeah, very, very nice.
That is so desperate and stupid. I like that. That's been so overdone, and it's so dishonest too. So we got about a minute here of this. More terrible footage from a car that's moving too fast to get anything from it. Terrible camera work here. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Garbage. And he's going to say, this is called Souk Shack. This is the name of the mall. And then they start to talk a little bit. He says, well, here's the parking for the mall. And then she's sort of providing an excuse as to why they're not doing anything. She says, oh, you don't like hanging around with people. And he says, no, I like wide open spaces instead. And then this is where I'm going to have to risk it because the music is playing, yet he says something that I have to play. I got to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. And so then he says, it's all the better to kidnap people. I mean, they're laughing at the concern that, you know, that he's taking advantage of her. I mean, it's weird things to say too. That they're just making fun of the audience. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Here we go.
So I can be able to kidnap someone.
This here is the same old Chantel formula, push-pull. Like, when she said, I keep reminding you of this, whenever she said that she was told by her doctor she has to be going on a strict diabetic diet, and she has to go to a diabetic clinic, and then people were saying, oh, so you have diabetes, and then she turned around and said, I don't have diabetes, why do you say that? You people are all weird, leave me alone. You know, there's no surprises. You know, this is the drama that she set up with all of her beezers saying like, oh, watch out for the red flag, Chantel. Oh, he's going to take advantage of you while you're over there in that fork. They're working together, for fuck's sake. And I said before I even knew this guy's personality that there's no way any straight man can get excited about and want to marry Chantel. It's ridiculous. This is all business. It ain't a real marriage. This is so clumsy and stupid. It's for an audience of idiot beezers. And so I had to play that moment there and risk it on the monetization. I hope y'all appreciate it. Feel free, says Chantel. You can't kidnap the willing, she says. Then he says, done. And here Chantel says, I'm trying to take in some walking exercise. Again, there's nobody there. She says, hello. He says, hey guys. And now, you know, she says that the sound of the waves on the shore is ASMR. I mean, it's just silly dialogue. There's nothing going on. And then they're gonna start talking finally when the music stops playing, and then they're gonna wrap up.
Yes. Alright guys, we're going to end the video here. Thank you for spending the day with us, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you next video, guys. Ma salama.
There is no chemistry between these two, and those of us who are adults who are not entirely stupid can tell. Because Chantel has had Pete's, and that's it. And this is just like her writing a dirty story or coming up with some weird fantasy or the like. And then she brings it. And she doesn't realize that folks that know a thing or two about life and are adults are not fooled by this. It's so awkward. You know, he's playing a part. He's trying to work his way into it and do a better job. And whatever this business relationship is about, it ain't real. You know, they don't love each other. They might be married on paper. I'm getting the feeling he's, you know, and like I said, I ain't judging nobody. I wish him good, that if he wants to get out of Kuwait and he has to do it like this, okay, fine. The thing is, Canada is so easy to get into, you might as well just buy yourself a ticket, fly over here, and claim you're persecuted. Heck, that'll start up a process. I mean, you won't be getting kicked out anytime soon, and you'll probably be staying here if you want to. Anyway, it's just easier for him to do it like this, if that's what he's doing. Anyway, just check the two of them. There ain't no way this is a couple in love. Well, I guess it fools the beezers. Would you please subscribe to the channel, and you think I did a good job, please hit the thanks button. Thanks for coming by!